So let's solve the first equation for x. So all I'm going to do is come over here and I'm going to rewrite this problem. Okay? When I rewrite the problem, what do I have to do to get x by itself? Add y to both sides. X equals what then? Negative 11 plus y. Okay? Now, that's honestly not how I would write it, but you wouldn't get it wrong if you wrote it that way. How would I write it? I would write y minus 11, right? Because I'm used to having my variable first, or I like to have my positive term first, or whatever. We're adding or subtracting, and as long as we keep the signs with the term that it goes with, it doesn't matter which one we write first, does it? Okay? Do you want me to write negative 11 plus y? Because that's what most of you said. Yes?
Y minus 11.
You want y minus 11? Okay, so far? Now, I know what x equals now. Now, normally, I know that I'm excited if I can get x equals 5 or x equals negative 2 or something like that, right? I still know what x equals. It just looks a little different than what I'm used to. I know that x equals y minus 11. Okay? But I can use that and substitute it into the other equation. What happens when I'm absent? Do you know? Like, you get a sub, right? I'm not here, so another adult comes in here and babysits you the whole time I'm not here, right? I mean, watches you for me. Right? Babysits. Okay. That's what we're doing here. We know what x is here. I'm going to substitute my value into the other equation. I'm going to take this that I know and put it right there because that's what x equals. So I'm going to rewrite my second equation, but I'm not going to write x. I'm going to write what I know x equals. And in this case, x equals y minus 11. That make sense? Kind of. I can work with kind of. So now what?
So it's like
Do you just distribute them?
Now I just distribute. That's exactly right. Here and here.
Is that like we did like last week or something?
Yep.
Now what do I do?
Subtract. Or what?
I can combine my like terms, can't I?
Oh, yeah.
They're on the same side of the equal sign, so I just combine them. 11y minus 77 equals negative 22. Yes, it is like we did a couple weeks ago in the fact that we have one variable that we're solving for. Yes. Okay? So then I add 77 to both sides, and I get 11y equals 55. So y equals what? 5. The biggest mistake people make in problems like this is then they stop. Is this my solution?
No, you start to find x.
Why do I have to go find x? Because we decided yesterday that the solution to a system of equations is what? An ordered pair. Okay? So far I have something that looks like this. That is not an ordered pair, is it?
No.
So I have lots of different places I can put the y back to find x. However, I have this, which is the easiest because x is already solved for. And I can just say x equals 5 minus 11. What is 5 minus 11? Negative 6. So then I go down to my ordered pair and I put it in. This answer is this thing we circle, or the thing we box and say this is my answer, or the things where I put beautiful stars in the corner so I know that this for sure is my answer. Don't judge my stars. They're beautiful to me. Any questions? Now are we finished? Are you absolutely sure that that's the right answer?
Yes.
Could we just check it?
If you want.
Negative 6 minus 5 equals negative 11.
Yes.
Negative 42 plus 20 equals negative 22.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Are you absolutely positive this is the right answer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Questions? These next 4 problems that we're going to do, we're not actually doing the whole problem. Because one of the hardest parts that people have is deciding where to start. So what I want you to do is look at this very first problem, 4x plus y equals 3, and 7x plus 2y equals 4. And I want you to tell me which variable would you solve for? And why? Anyone? You'd solve for y? Which one? The first one. So you'd solve for this one? Why would you solve for that one? Because it's by itself. It doesn't have any multipliers. And if at all possible, we'd like it to be positive. Sometimes it won't be positive, but if at all possible, we'd like it to be, because again, that's one less step we have to deal with, right? Okay? Look at the second example. Look at this problem right here. 9x plus 11y equals 32. 7y equals x minus 20. Somebody else tell me which one they would solve for and why.
The last one. Because there's only one x.
The last one?
Second one.
Yeah, that's only.
What about the second one?
X is all alone.
The x in the second one? Because it's all alone. Okay? Okay, now wait. I'm confused. You told me that you would solve for a variable in the first equation, in the first example we did, and one in the second equation in the second example we did? And then in the first example, you told me you'd solve for a y, and in the second example, you told me you'd solve for an x?
Yes.
And that's okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Good.
Oh.
What if I did this problem right here, this one, except I solved for this y? Could I do it though? Would it work?
Yeah.
Yes. And in fact, I could choose any of these variables. Any of them. And as long as I did my arithmetic correctly, it would work. What am I trying to get you to see? The easiest, right? I'm trying to get you to see the easiest one to choose. Right? Look at this example then. Please tell me which one you would choose. 8x minus y equals 90.
That one.
Negative 3x plus 7y equals 112.
That one.
You would
That
choose the...
first one.
You can't just say the first one, because I'm asking for which variable.
8x minus
Oh.
y.
Which variable would you choose to solve for? Which y?
Negative
The first one? So you would choose this one right here? Okay? For the record, that is the one I would choose. Because even though it's a negative number, it also has no multiplier in front of it. Okay? Do you see the thought process that's going behind which variable we're choosing? Okay, what about the fourth problem? 3x plus 9y equals 51. 2x plus 4y equals 18. You would choose the x with the 2. So this one. Why would you choose that one? It's the smallest. Okay. So this crazy kid earlier told me he would choose the 3x. He would choose that x to solve for. And I said, why would you choose that one? He said, well, it's pretty small, and all the numbers are divisible by 3. And some of the other kids in class was like, how do you know 51 is divisible by 3? Do you know the trick to know if 51 is divisible by 3? What's 5 plus 1? 5 plus 1 is 6, right? Is 6 divisible by 3? Yes. Then so is this number. Does it work every time? Yeah, look. You know 18 is, right? You know 18 is divisible by 3? Look, what's 1 plus 8? Is 9 divisible by 3?
Yes.
Then so is that number. That's a cool trick, huh? Does it work for every number?
No.
It works for 3, and it works for 9.
I knew it worked for 9. I didn't know.
Okay.
I thought it was 40.
5 plus 1 is 6. Is 6 divisible by 9? Then neither is 51. 1 plus 8 is 9. Is that divisible by 9? Yes. Then so is 18. But you already knew that. So we're using that as a check. Right? So just something to bring up for you guys to feel smarter today. Did it work? Good. Let's do some more examples. I need you to see some things. On this example, just to give you a heads up, I'm going to trick you.
I don't like already tricked.
Ready? Which variable would you like to solve for?
Why?
The first y? Probably a good choice, right? Because the y is by itself. So I'm going to bring it over here. 5x plus y equals 2. So I want to subtract 5x from both sides, right? Y equals 2 minus 5x. Everything okay so far?
Yes.
I haven't tried to trick you yet, have I? Okay, good. Good observation. I want to take what I know for y, and what do I want to do with it?
Plug it in.
What's the word? What's the word?
Substitute.
Substitute, right? I want to substitute it in for y in the equation that I did not use. So I'm going to start rewriting that equation.
Wait, so is it 2 times?
Yes, it is. It is 2 times that because a 2 is already there in that other equation. Okay? Again, this is just like we did a couple weeks ago when we have one variable that we're solving for, right? Distribute 10x plus 4 minus 10x equals 9. Ready? No, I mean, are you?
No. Yes.
What happens?
No x's.
10x minus 10x is 0, isn't it?
Yeah.
4 equals 9. And your first response to me is, no, it doesn't.
So is it goes
I agree with that, don't I?
Yep.
I know that 4 doesn't equal 9. And in fact, we can't even leave it like this. We have to write this because 4 does not equal 9. So I have to say it does not equal 9. Think back to yesterday. What does that mean?
there a parallel?
Very, very good. It means they are parallel lines and there's not a solution because this is not true.
I believe it.
Okay? So we're going to write no solution. Parallel lines. Does everybody know that that's the symbol for parallel?
Yes.
You can write out the word parallel if you want. Otherwise, we can just use the symbol. You okay with that? Questions? I'm really proud of you guys for getting that, by the way. That was good. Okay? Can I try to trick you again then, since that time it didn't work?
Yeah.
Okay? Let's do this one.
Bring it.
So which variable should I try to solve for?
2x. No, negative 3x. And the lowest? Yeah, no, I don't know.
2x.
If you're going to go that way, if you're going to say we have to find the lowest, isn't negative 6y the lowest of these 4 numbers?
Yeah, but
But am I really trying to find the lowest?
No, the one with
closest
the
to 0.
Probably the closest to 0 if we're going to take into account the negative signs, right? So probably it would be better to solve for this one.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay? So I'm going to write 2x minus 6y equals 16. Now I have to try to solve for x. So the first thing I have to do is move that one. Okay? That's good. Which one is it?
Add 6y.
Oh, add 6y. Okay? Whatever. 2x equals 16 plus 6y. Oh, I'm not done? Why not?
Divide, right?
Oh, I can't leave the 2 there, can I?
No,
I have to divide everything by 2. X equals, what's 16 divided by 2?
8 plus 3.
And 6y divided by 2? 3y.
So then you substitute.
Now I substitute. Anywhere there's an x in the other equation, which in this case is the first one, right? I have to put in what I know for x. So I have negative 3 times 8 plus 3y plus 9y equals negative 24. Now I distribute here and here, and I get negative 24 minus 9y plus 9y equals negative 24. What?
So then the
Look,
there's no more y's.
there's no more y's because that's 0.
There's no one.
Negative 24 equals negative 24. And your response to me is?
Is that an intersecting one?
It means yes, it does, right?
Like coins.
It is. Negative 24 is equal to negative 24. So what's my solution?
They're
Say it.
coins.
They do coincide. So what's my solution?
All real numbers.
Oh, it's infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah, same thing.
Infinite solutions. Coinciding lines. Good. So I guess I failed at tricking you today, and I'll just have to try again tomorrow. Probably not, but you know.
I can learn a lot as well.
Yeah. Let's try one more example. One more example. Okay? What should I try to solve for?
The y in the first one.
The first y?
Yes.
Okay? All right. Let me see how advanced you guys are. How about that? Can I see how advanced you are? Can I go here? What did I do?
Oh, you didn't really have to do
I subtracted the 4x in my mind.
Oh, so you just flipped it. You just switched it and then you made it a negative.
Yeah, I just went minus 4x minus 4x. So it would be y equals negative 4x plus 3. I'll write it for you, for those of you who need to see it.
You already have to yeah, you just substitute after that.
Okay, that's what actually I did in my mind. But this is what I got out of it. So now I take this value and substitute it in for the y, right? Be careful, please. Be careful. Because sometimes people don't pay attention where they're substituting it, and they substitute it for the wrong variable. So please be careful of that. Okay? 7x plus 2 times negative 4x plus 3 equals 4. Or the other thing people will do is they'll get this, y equals negative 4x plus 3, and guess where they put it? Right there.
Oh, not good.
That's going to get you 0 equals 0 or
Wait,
something
so
like
where did
that.
your y go?
Where did my y go? Right here?
Uh-huh.
I substituted what I knew y equaled.
Oh, what am I thinking?
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. So now I distribute and distribute. 7x plus, negative 8x plus 6 equals 4.
Well, you can do your x's, put them together,
Combine my x's.
and get,
Negative x plus 6 equals 4.
and then you subtract 6.
Good. Subtract 6 from both sides. Negative x equals negative 2.
Then you divide your next
Uh-huh.
X equals 2.
X equals 2. Got it? Now I'm done.
What?
I said, now I'm done.
Well, I thought you had to have an answer.
I like when you argue with me when I'm wrong. Okay? I'm trying to see if you know I'm really done. So when I say I'm done and you argue, that's good because you know I'm just trying to trick you. right? So where do I put this?
Put in for X.
Up there, right? So y equals negative 4 times 2 plus 3. Y equals negative 8 plus 3. So y equals negative 5. So now I'm done.
No.
No, you gotta write it in here.
I ain't not.
What's my answer?
You get 2 comma negative 5.
2 comma negative 5. Now I'm done?
Yup.
Well, you gotta box it.
Oh, box it? Okay, I was going to put a circle around it.
Star.
And stars in the corners.
And it's just my education.
I don't think I could draw a black hole. Oh, sorry.
I thought you were supposed to put this in the other equation.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one you put in. Guys, let me make this point real quick. We've been taking this and putting it straight up into here because this one has y already solved for it, right? And all I have to do is substitute for x. What would happen if I took this and put it into one of my original 2 equations? I would get 8 plus y equals 4. Wouldn't that still be negative 5? Or if I put x in for 2, I'd get 14 equals 2y, sorry, plus 2y equals 4. Wouldn't that give me the same answer still? Yes. So why are we going here? Why are we going here? Because it's easier. It's faster. Okay? Do you have any questions? Okay. I'm going to pass out a worksheet. I'm going to make it very clear what you're required to do. For the record, when you get your worksheet, you might look in at the bottom corner. I'm mostly speaking to my OCD people right now. Okay? The front is page 1 of 4. The back is page 2 of 4. That's all I'm giving you today. Tomorrow you'll get 3 of 4 and 4 of 4. So calm down. You'll be fine. Okay? So for the record, you're responsible for 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6, which are up here, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which are down here. Please understand that we just did number 1 right here. We also did 5 and 6. Copy those from your notes, all the work, onto your worksheet. Okay? Any questions? Whatever you don't get it finished with in class is homework, because I'm going to check all 10 problems tomorrow when you come to class. Any questions? Peace.